Hey YouTube, I want to make a quick video about a 2003 Ford Expedition, 200,000 miles on it. My wife's car took a crap in the parking lot, so I didn't know if it was a fuel pump or what the heck it would be. She said it's cranking. You know how people explain, I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means a starter, who knows what, but it's been a good car, 200,000 miles, no issues whatsoever. I'm suspecting the fuel pump. When I turned it on, turn the key to the, go to start it, you'll hear a bzzz, and it'll shut off. That's usually your fuel pump. I didn't hear that, so I poked around on YouTube. I'm gonna try and sum up all the videos that I've seen on YouTube. I went to the fuse box here on the passenger side kick panel. Let's see if we can get some light in here. Apparently the fuse to the fuel pump is right in the middle. You see the 3 along the top. Let me get some light on this. See a 3 along the top. I think it's this one right in the middle, one of these two. It's soldered to the fuse panel. So if that fuse is done, you have to send the fuse panel out and get it replaced. It takes about, I think it's like 100 bucks, or you can buy a new one for 500 bucks from Ford. So I started up here. If you see this wire up here, the green with the yellow stripe, that's your fuel pump power. So because I wasn't getting any sound when I go to crank the motor over or start it up, I wasn't getting any sound. So I went to that green and yellow. I jumped it over with a fuse in line to this red down here, which is a constant hot. Jumped it right from there, right down to here with a fuse in line in case anything's shorted out. And I still got no sound whatsoever. So I'm guessing that's the fuel pump. I checked all the fuses around. Nothing else was shorting out or anything. So I went on YouTube, started looking at a bunch of videos, and everybody's saying it's going to be a nightmare, get all the gas out, all that kind of stuff. So what I did was I got myself a small fuel pump, which I have for my Bug. Small fuel pump. Hooked it up to a battery. And the trick to this is like, I think 3/8 inch line. You got to get a 1/4 inch line. Oh, where's my 1/4 inch line? Shoot. 1/4 inch line, and I'll show you why. When you disconnect the fuel or the fill hose, this is your tank, by the way, what it looks like once you finally get it out. You've got 2 connections at the back. You got 2 connections at the front. And if you look at these connections, these green are squeeze connections. You squeeze each side of it and pull out to get it off. The red ones are different. I can't see from the other side. Let me turn. I'm trying to make this as short as possible. You've got this little clamp on here. I pried this up with a screwdriver. And then once you pry that up with a screwdriver, you have to push through. See this, how this red goes back and forth here? Pry this side up with a screwdriver and then push through this way. And that'll disconnect the fuel line. You can pull it right out. So you got a squeeze. And this one, people break these clips off all the time, apparently. Just take your time, pop it back, and you'll see how that kind of clips into the fuel line. This pushes back, and it pushes through to get your fuel line off. All right, so got the front and back off. I had to get up under the car and disconnect the fuel neck because it has an anti-siphon valve on these newer cars. Well, I would say newer as in 2003. But if you look inside here, where's my flashlight? All right, one person band. Let's see. There you go. See that down in there? If you go to stick a hose in there, it's not going to fit. It's got like a flap in there. You got to have a 1/4 inch line to sneak down through there. I can't do it. I only got 2 hands here, but if you push on that, it's a flap. You got to have a hose that squeezes down between that Once I got the hose in there, I fed it all the way in as far as I possibly could, and I pumped all the gas out. I think the important thing, if you're a one-man band, pump all the gas out of it. The tank weighs nothing, it's plastic. I mean, once I got the gas out, it's nothing. Jack the car up, put it on jack stands so you don't kill yourself. Make sure you get it under the frame rail there. I use the jack to support the transmission back, or the pumpkin back here anyway, just to be safe. And then once I got up under there were two straps. There were two straps around the, here's the one, I took this one out completely. There are two straps around the tank, one in the front, one in the back. This side's got a hook that hooks up in the frame. This side's got a 13 millimeter, I think, 13 millimeter bolt. I put another jack under the tank to support the weight, which wasn't much. And then I loosened these up slowly, one at a time. These drop down, and the tank, let's see. The tank kind of slid along the frame rail. It didn't just drop right out. I just went down slowly, a little bit at a time. So because I got the front two out and the back two out, hey, I got the front two out and the back two out. You've got these same connectors that go, this is where your fuel pump goes into, drops right down inside of here. These same connectors, take your time to pry this up with a screwdriver and then push through. And these come disconnected from your actual fuel pump itself. So again, the fuel pump drops right down in this hole here. And I'll show you, I got covered up on a bunch of crap in there until I get my fuel pump today. But I think the trick to this is 2003 Ford Expedition 5.4 is what I'm working on. The trick is to pump all the gas out as much as you can. And then it's super simple to work on. Here's the fuel pump itself. You can see these two connectors up front here. These are the two that it drops down into the tank. These come disconnected. And then you have this one you have to reach up under the car when you're pulling the fuel pump out. Just squeeze it and pull. And man, I was dreading doing this job, and it was pretty freaking simple, man. Not bad. I mean, you could pay the dealership. Notice I say dealership. You could pay the dealership $1,300 to do this job. I will probably have my labor, my time, which I usually enjoy working on this kind of stuff, free. And the pump, I bought an actual Ford fuel pump, which is about $400. You can get them for $100, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not dealing with a $100 part. The money I saved in labor, I just bought the Motorcraft good fuel pump to put back in. I'd hate to spend $100 on a fuel pump and the thing quit on me in a couple months, and then I got to do all this crap back over. So this is not something you can swap out that easy. So anyway, I think that's it. This is a skid plate that was on the bottom of the tank for 13 millimeter screws that dropped down. I mean, I literally had maybe an hour's worth of work, and I thought this was going to take forever. Now, I haven't put it back in yet, so that's going to be fun, but I don't anticipate any problems. This is the guard that goes down along the side of the fuel tank. But that's your fuel tank, 28 gallons. Man, no problems. So hopefully this will help some of you guys out, especially diagnosing in the fuse box there. I think that was a big help for you to make sure that I could find out it actually was not working. Get in here. I know I've already gone over it once before, but I'm feeling kind of proud, so I'm going to do it again. Got your fuse box. Came in here. This is a 2003 5.4. If you jump this, let me see. Yeah. If you jump the green and yellow, that green and yellow wire right there, just take a little prong or something in there, jump that to your constant hot, the red wire right there, and you don't hear anything running, that's a pretty good indication that your fuel pump's bad. So when I get the fuel pump back in, if it's not working, that's kind of pissed me off, but I'm gonna have to send the board out and get this this one in the middle here replaced. But I'm thinking it's not at this point, because I didn't hear anything running. So hope it helps you guys out. I would say like and subscribe. I really don't care. I'm just here to help people out. Have a great day.